Hey guys, welcome to today's training here with Affiliate Funnel Clones. I'm here with Alan. Alan, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here.
Great, great. So Alan's with us, and we're excited because we have a very special guest with us today, and she literally blew my mind during the launch of Affiliate Funnel Clones because I'll be honest, I've been out of the launch game for quite some time, and I saw this person on our leaderboard, and I'm like, oh wow, who is this person? And then come to find out, they were literally just started affiliate marketing within months. I mean, it was like within 3-4 months they started beginning to do affiliate marketing. And I'm like, wow. And I started to learn more about this person. Her name's Sherisse. And her whole story was just, it just pretty much, it fascinated me. I mean, it's funny. I haven't even really publicly said this even to Sherisse yet, but like privately like boasting, like, oh, like envying her because she's a really cool story. She plays with Broadway. I've always had a dream to play drums. Was never good enough to get out of the garage band stage, but hey, she's crushing it as a musician and then is crushing it in building her affiliate marketing business. And I'm like, wow, my hat is tipped off, certainly. And the cool part is we have Sherisse with us today to show you this training, to show you some free traffic methods that she uses, what she calls her launch jacking method. It's really, really cool, and anyone can literally start this. You don't need any special training or any special technology or advanced training. Again, Sherisse started this exact method, this whole affiliate marketing business 3 to 4 months ago. So you know what? I don't want to do this long overdue intro. I want to just jump right into it. Sherisse, are you with us?
I'm with you.
Great. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to do a pass over the controls, or if you want to snag them, I'm not sure how that works.
I think you got to stop it, and then
okay,
I'll...
Perfect. So I just stopped it.
And...
Hey guys, while they're doing this, I just want to jump in and say, I've never been a big fan of free traffic. It's never really worked for me. And Sherisse has actually changed my mind about this. So like I'm switching gears, like, because I'm used to paid traffic and all this stuff, and wasn't a huge proponent of free traffic methods. And I've seen what she's done, and it's absolutely powerful. And then the second thing is, if you think you know about launch jacking, I want you to think again, because the methods that she's shown us and the way she sets things up is actually different from any, like, I've known about launch jacking for a long period of time, but nothing that I've seen is like this. So I want to sort of tell you, if you have, it doesn't matter if you've heard or not heard of launch jacking, the whole process. Sherisse is going to blow your mind by showing you these free traffic methods through launch jacking, and it's really changed my mind about how I think about and use free traffic methods in my business. So really, really cool stuff. I'm excited about this interview.
Right, right. So with that being said, everyone have a pen, have a paper, get ready to take notes, remove yourself from distractions, because literally this will help you in your AFC business, right? Because our goal is how you can make more money using affiliate funnel clones, and you have that entire software and all the training to get the ball rolling. But some people said, hey guys, does this really work? And I want to show you proof that this works, because here is one of our leaders on the leaderboard of our launch, in the beginning of our launch, that she did this primarily through these methods that you guys are going to learn. So use these methods for yourself in your own AFC marketing and promoting your own funnels. So without anything else for us taking up any more time, Sherisse, it's all yours. And I have my pen, I have my paper. I'm here taking notes myself with everyone. So I'm pumped.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you so much for having me on, and I'm super excited that they've asked me to come on. So basically, I started affiliate marketing about 4 months ago. It was longer than that, where I was kind of messing around and not really being focused. But about 4 months ago, I started watching YouTube videos of guys who were basically doing these reviews of JVZoo products, and I decided that I wanted to go that direction. I'm a musician, I'm a bass player, and I've been, doing gigs on the road for a while, but my last gig ended and I was left struggling. I was left driving for Uber and just basically scuffling to make a living. So what I decided to do is just start making these review videos. So as of today, I think I've done my 31st video, but those first couple of videos were rough. I was stuttering and stumbling and all kinds of stuff, and I felt very self-conscious, like you may feel a little bit afraid to get started, but that shouldn't prevent you from doing so. So in a minute, I'll show you an income shot from when I was from when I was launching with these guys for affiliate funnel clones. But I want to walk you through the process that I go through. Actually, you know what? I'll show you.
Sherisse, real quick, guys, because you know what? Sherisse said something really, really important, and I hate to cut you off, and I'm sorry if I cut you off sometimes, but I just want to highlight some important things because I was once where Sherisse was, right? And it's been many years, same with Alan, and where you're like, does this work, right? Am I spinning my wheels, right? I'm making my first video and like I would watch it and I'm like, man, I look so stupid, man. And this is myself, right? I'm my biggest critic. I'm like, geez, because I'm no public speaker. I mean, it's just who I am. So I was my biggest critic. And then, but the consistency, right? And Sherisse said it was her 6th, 7th launch that she participated in. So she's hustling, right? And she's in the grindstone and she's working away. And it's like, okay, goose egg, right? Nothing. Or maybe it's a little something or it's not much or nothing. But boom, finally something clicks. And then to where 30 or so launches in, you're placing on leaderboards and you're being recognized. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So everyone pay attention, right? And don't give up, because if you're right now in that grind, right? If you've done 1 or 2 launches, or even there's things that I've done dozens of times, right? And if you're in that, I promise you, if you stay consistent and if you stay at it, you will succeed. And here's a prime example. So I'm sorry, Sherisse, I didn't want to, I just wanted to make that clear to everyone.
Yeah, no worries at all. It's a good point to make, because I was honestly, I was a little bit nervous because all of the guys that I saw doing these review videos were guys. And so I'm wondering, oh God, I'm a girl, like, are people going to accept me? And I was even telling one of the first affiliate marketers that befriended me was a guy named Jono Armstrong. He's a really great guy. And I kept telling him, I was like, I don't know if people are going to accept, this girl coming in and all this other stuff. But, 30 videos later, I have a following and it's just been amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just a little bit of income proof from that launch. I think I have my picture pulled up. So I took a screenshot of the whole screen so that you could see that it was my account. But basically, this was my best day. This $307, this was my best day with affiliate funnel clones. And since then, I mean, I have, $50 days, and then I have $200 days, but it's all been a combination of the 30 videos that I've done. I'm getting sales now from something that I did 15 videos ago. So I want to walk you guys, give you the basics of my process. So the website that I'm on right now is called Muncheye. If you don't know Muncheye, you should if you're getting into this, because it's going to show you basically all the launches that are coming up. So there's a section here called the big launches, and then there's all the other launches. Typically the big launches are things that are happening on JVZoo, and all the other launches could be things on Warrior Plus. The things that are in yellow, just so you know, are ones that are kind of paid ads or whatever. The point is, I go through this process, and it was hard at first. When you're first doing this, you don't know who the big players are. Like, I now know the names to watch out for, the guys who put out good stuff and the guys who don't put out as good stuff. But when you're first starting to do this, you're like, I don't know who's the best guy. So I normally I'll go to a page like this in Facebook. Let me get rid of this. I'll go to Facebook. Sorry for the editing, guys. I'm having...
No problem.
Yeah, like the controls for this are blocking. So, and the point is that I'm going to go to, there's numerous JVZoo groups that you can go to. So if you just type in JVZoo launch, then a bunch of groups will come up, and I'm a member of many of those groups. And I kind of compare and contrast. I see the products that are coming up. So like I said, this JVZoo launches WSOs, JVZoo affiliates, and I see that I have 210 other friends in this group. So this tells me that this is a good group where a lot of my friends now are, and a lot of the big guys are hanging out. So once that opens up, so I kind of just go through here and see what's happening. Like the next launch that's coming up is Refreshing by a guy named Jason Fulton. I would not have known who he was at first, But if you're kind of looking at Muncheye and kind of comparing it to the people that you see on a place like this, and also a good thing to do is look at see who's commenting, because if you have all these launches coming up and no one's commenting on them that they're going to join, it could be an indication that it won't be as well. But that's not always hard and fast. So the point of launch jacking is, like I said, starting out, I don't have an email list. I have a very small email list now, but I didn't always have one. So the art of launch jacking is basically anytime a launch, all the affiliates are watching this website. There's a couple others, but this is the main one that I use. And so all the big wigs are going onto this thing and seeing where the big launches are. When the big launches happen, all the big affiliates with thousands, tens of thousands of people on their list are going to write their list and say, hey, like Video Robot came out today. You know, XYZ big affiliate is writing to his list out. Video Robot came out today. He might have 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 people on his list. So inevitably, when someone gets an email like I do, what is Video Robot? So you hop into YouTube and you go, you know, Video Robot review. And where I've started to succeed, not for every launch, but a lot of them, is to be able to rank my video so that it's toward the top. So someone types in Video Robot review or Video Marketing Blaster review. If you're towards the top and not the 20th review, you have a better chance of getting sales. And so it's a way of getting free traffic. Like I said, when I was starting out, I didn't have any money and I was really struggling. So I didn't have the money to pay for traffic like a lot of affiliates can, or even do solo ads or whatever. I had to do it for free. And the best way to do it for free, especially in this space, is YouTube, because people are going to go to YouTube. On a side note, I also do try to rank my blog posts, but I'll only do blog posts for a really huge launch. I won't do them for smaller launches because people are normally going to want to go to YouTube. So I guess, guys, you want me to talk through my process, right?
Yeah, please do. Wow, this is mind-blowing stuff.
Yeah, and also,
where Sherisse is getting,
I guess a main thing to do is like also a lot of launches like close down. So it's cool to, especially if they're evergreen, you don't want to waste your time on a blog or something if it's going to shut down after 7 days, right?
Right.
So you want to make sure it's an evergreen offer, and even if the price increases, you know, towards the end of the launch or whatever, you want to make sure that page stays live, especially if you're going to spend time to create a blog so you can get that residual traffic. You don't want to send them to a sorry we're closed page in 6 months from now and you're still ranked on Google. That traffic is going, you know, nowhere.
Exactly. That's why I typically won't do it for anything that's not big and anything that's not evergreen, because again, like it's gonna close and then someone's gonna see a empty page. So let's just do it as if I was going to do it right now. So let's
do it.
Let's do it. All right. So today's launch is Video Robot. I actually did a review for Video Robot. This is a hard one to rank because everyone and their grandmother, every big affiliate is on this. But I'll show you basically what my process is. So you go through to the JV, you go through to this next page, and this area here is going to say your JV page. So it's going to give you the details of the launch, the date, the time, the front end price, and your percentage of the commission. And all this other stuff you can kind of read through here. But what I do is I opened up my Google Calendar. And you can see I have it bookmarked because I use it so much now.
Another side note, guys, while she's pulling this up, organization is absolutely crucial to be able to run and monitor these campaigns. So this in and of itself is like a little golden nugget that you sort of look over it. You have to stay organized when doing this stuff. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of halfway done projects. Trust me, I've done it, and nothing will make anything because they're all halfway done. So you've got to make sure that you have some form of structure and organization. This is a real business. You wouldn't open a brick and mortar and have no plan, you know, whatsoever. So this is all very important stuff. Okay.
Right on. So just to show you you can see kind of like my past launches and stuff, and I have a color coding system, and I can share that at another point. But so the first thing that I capture is the JV Zoo. I go to the JV Zoo page. I go to the JV page. The JV page, if you don't know, is basically the page that the product creators give to their affiliates, basically, and it's full of swipes and all the information that you need to know. And I won't scroll because this is going to reveal information about something that's going on today. But the point is, I copy and paste this into my calendar. So I create an event. So I'm in Video Robot. So what I do for the location is I put in the JV page just to kind of remind me of where to go when I need my information. And then I have a little color coding system. I can explain that if they want me to. Basically, anything that I've requested my link for, I do in green. And once I've sent in my approval, and I'll talk to you guys about how you can get approved in a second. Once I get approved, then I change this to red. Now, I'm coming out of newbie zone, and the thing that's frustrating about it being a newbie is no one knows who I am. No one knew who I was, 3 months ago. So I would try to get approved, and I would either get denied or they put me on what's called delayed. And delayed kind of sucks because it means that you put in this work and you might have to wait 30 or even 60 days to get your money, but it's to protect the product creators because I guess people send bad traffic. So I put it in red once I've had my link, but I'm on delayed. But now that I'm pretty much almost out of newbie zone for most people, I change it to purple. And purple means that I've been approved and I have my link and I've been put on instant. So as you can see in my calendar, I have a lot more purples this day. So in the comments section, I basically add my link once I'm approved, and then I'll have a link to the sales page and I'll have a link to the JV doc. So on the JV page, they'll also have a JV doc, which again, I won't open because it's going to reveal Todd's information. I don't want to do that. But in a JV doc, they're going to give you basically all the information. They're going to give you the pricing information. They're going to give you the overview, the reasons why you want to promote their product, and all this other stuff. And from there, so I start going on to the sales page because they'll normally give you a sales page, and I start grabbing graphics from the sales page to put it into my bonus page. And from there, basically, you can see my calendar. This is kind of all the launches that I've done in the past. The things that are in purple mean that I'm now on instant. These things here are things that I've requested my link for, haven't been approved yet. At the moment that I'm approved, I will change that color, and it lets me know that I can proceed because I have been denied a couple launches in the past. And that can happen if you have, like on JVZoo, less than 50 sales or with even some less than 100 sales. But you have to keep pushing through. And basically, for every person that denies you, on that same day, there might be someone else who's willing to give you a chance. Right. So it's important to kind of like don't be discouraged if someone denies you or whatever.
And here's the thing too, Sherisse, some good information is it's always good to send a message because you can message the vendor. Or like JV page, you have contacts, they have Skype details, right? And here's the thing, the biggest thing, and we can talk on the vendor side, the biggest thing people are afraid of is like scammers because unfortunately, like anything else, right, it's a huge industry and you have a few bad apples in the huge industry. And people, what they'll do is they'll ask for pre-approval and then they'll ask for instant pay and then they'll fraudulently get orders, then they'll cash out that account. And then I've actually known people, I personally know people that have literally had $20,000, $40,000, $60,000 that they had to come out of pocket to cover refunds for someone that was like somewhere in India that was a scammer that did all this. So I mean, so pretty much if you, and obviously there's no guarantee, right? Because but what I recommend is just to go ahead and message the vendor, right? The details on the contact page. Usually it's a Skype or sometimes it's cell phone numbers, email addresses. So I would say, hey, I'm a new affiliate. I love what you're doing. I'm actually, and if you even explain what you're doing, 9 out of 10 times from my experience, people will say, sure, let's go for it. So so that's what I would add in there if I was starting over because I get it, and I was in the same process. Like you said, you have 0 sales on JVZoo. You don't have anything that's any kind of credibility. So for that vendor, there's somewhat of a risk. But
it's also like Sherisse says, there's so many launches too. It comes down to a numbers game. I agree with Ryan, like hitting the people up. But it's all about a numbers game. There's so many launches each week that you can find some very good offers and get approved from these. And especially even if in the description, if you say, hey, I plan to promote, I have a list in the internet marketing niche. I built it from solo ads or various, YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, whatever you're generating traffic. And for the most part, they'll say, okay, this guy's legit. He's giving me an example, or she's giving me an example of or where the traffic is coming from.
Right.
So just don't click the approve button, expect it, and click 20 of them and hope one sticks. Have like a little copy and paste thing and say, hey, love what you're doing. Here's how I plan to promote it, and that will help increase your approval rates as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a question for Sherisse, because here's the thing, right? Alan and I, it's been a long time since we've had issues getting approved for products. But Sherisse, like out of all the launches you've done, like what would you say is a fair percentage of moving forward? Half or less than half?
You mean as far as getting approved?
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty much approved for everything.
Okay.
But when I was started, I was approved for half of them.
So okay, so right. So like I said, just you have to go out there and like Alan said, it's a numbers game. And once you prove yourself, then like Sherisse says now, 3-4 months in, now she's 4 months in, has no issues, and it's getting easier and easier. And so cool, awesome, Sherisse. So we don't have to spend all day on this, but yeah, awesome training. And you know what? I give it to you because this is legit. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I unfortunately have struggled in this area, the organization part that Alan talked about earlier. Anti-organization. Luckily, I have people on the team now that are, and I don't have to worry about that. But there's been many launches that lots of money I missed out on, this is an awesome method. So the whole color coding thing is a brilliant idea. Awesome.
Yeah, it definitely helps me to know what I want. And it also helps me to know what I want to promote and what I don't want to promote. Because if I get, like, let's say this next week comes up, and I've applied for all these things, and I've been approved, but they didn't put me on instant, and there's something else happening that day where they've approved me on instant, I'm going to go with the one that approved me on instant, because it's like, you're going to want to get your money as soon as possible and not have to wait 30 or 60 days.
Right.
Just to add
what means by that is there's two different ways vendors pay out, where if you have like a rep and if you, like, for example, Sherisse, she's being on leaderboards and her name's, is popping around. So what they'll do is they'll say, hey, you're a legit affiliate. I'm going to give you instant pay. And that means the second the sale hits, it's through adaptive pay, which everyone knows is through JVZoo. The commission split up. So you actually see the commission in real time, which is really cool. So that's a really neat thing.
Also, really quick too, before you jump on, Sherisse, and continue with the training, it's also the vendors will look at your sales. So as you make more sales, it's going to be very, very easy to get approved without any explanation whatsoever. If they show you generated 50 sales plus, 100 sales plus, they can see that on the vendor end when they go to approve you. So if you made over 100 sales and your refund rate is like below 5%, you're getting approved for instant. So
right.
But that's sort of how it works, and that's sort of the name of the game is, get approved where you can at first, generate some sales, and once those sales build up over time, remember, all these are residual sales. You make a video, like Sherisse said, 2 or 3 months ago, and you're still seeing sales from them. As those sales build up, you're going to be able to get approved a lot easier than you will initially. But the key is, I wrote a book on it. You have to be persistent. Persistence is the name of the game here. And Sherisse will back that up. She's told you, it takes tons of applications at the first time, but you're going to get approved at a few, and then you're going to get put on instant, and then you're going to make some sales, and then before you know it, you're going to be hitting leaderboards if you work hard at it, and be able to get approved for any offer you want.
Yeah, and it's a great place to be in right now. And I used to be when I was first starting out, I would see a big launch coming out, and like the person whose product it was, they would tag like 100 affiliates. And I used to be like, oh, I can't wait for people to start tagging me. And in the past month, like all of a sudden, something shows up on my Facebook, and it's like I've been tagged to promote XYZ, and it just kind of lets me know that I'm kind of part of the gang now. And even now, people will send me a message in my inbox, hey, and just let you know about my launch, and that wasn't happening 3 months ago. That's basically started happening in the last 2, that I've become a regular face on Facebook, on YouTube as far as the videos, and even on Facebook, I interact with a lot of these marketers and have become friends with them, and that builds the trust. One little thing I will add in as far as getting approved that you can do with your message is like I'll say all the stuff that those guys, they said to say, but once I had a lot of videos, I would always include the, I'd say, hey, I have a YouTube channel, and here's my last review.
Great
I would
idea.
send them the last review, or I would send them, maybe it was the review before last, the one that got, 1,000 views or something like that. That way they can see that I have a following, that I have people that are viewing my stuff, and I found that also helped, in addition to reaching to them on Facebook or Skype, that lets them know that they can see your face. They can see that you're a real person. So where do I want to go from here? Let's see. What else did you guys want me to cover?
What's your next step in the process? So you have the launch down, you sort of jacked it, and you get I guess your next step would maybe be taking some shots from the page. Or what do you do to actually, as far as distribution channels, or in newbie terms, what are your different traffic sources as far as like where you're going to be placing the content to drive the traffic to these offers?
Well, basically, I do a lot of backlinking. I won't go all the way into that, but the thing about backlinking is you're basically sending it out to social media. And by sending it out to social media, these, again, are things that you can do for free because you're not going to have a list starting out, but you can get yourself out there by sharing your video to let's see. I'm going to show you.
It's almost like planting seeds. Like, you're not going to see fruit the day you put the seed in the ground, but if you keep planting these seeds over time, it will grow. Your business will grow, your following will grow, your reputation will grow, and your approval rates will grow, and then the commissions start coming, and then from there it's not autopilot. You still have to create content and stuff like that, but you're planting that seed is the first step.
Right, you're planting this.
Don't give up. Don't create one video and say this doesn't work. It does work. Just keep doing it.
Right, and everyone knows the YouTube share button. The share button, this is how else you get your things out here. Basically, you have the option to share it on Twitter. You can grow yourself on Twitter. You can grow yourself on Instagram. You can grow yourself any number of places. And this, again, are things that you can do for free, because, again, like I now have a list. I think I have a list of 200 people, which is like, for big affiliates, it's laughable. So when a big launch comes out, I'm not going to make a whole lot of money from my tiny list. This is how I've been able to make that money. And like that screenshot that I showed you guys, that was just from people watching my video. I didn't do any other methods. It was literally from me doing my video. And then another thing that I did was I did a live demonstration on Facebook using the product. And so I also got some sales from that because in addition to doing the review, you're showing that you use the product, because for a lot of people, when we do these reviews, we get comments, and some people are kind of upset. They're like, it seems like you guys, don't know how to use this product, or you didn't purchase, or whatever. And like, there's a level of trust that you have to establish with your audience. And by showing them that you know how to use the product and that you didn't just open it up for a second and crank out a review, you instill that trust. And for me, a lot of the trust comes, and I've been able to build my followings because I always say I am a newbie, or I was a newbie. So every product that is sent to me, every course that I take the course. I'm sitting there with notes and a notepad because it's helped me to learn. So I'm actually getting, review access. I'm getting to learn these methods, and I'm getting to review that. So the thing that I think I've been able to establish over some other people who review, they don't necessarily always need to go all the way through the course because they know it now. But for me, every review is an opportunity for me to learn. So, and it's a good place for me to be because now I have people who are sending me their stuff to review. So I get to take the course, I get to learn, and then I get to share with people who are starting out, this is newbie friendly and this is why you should get this. And then you also build trust by being honest and letting them know this is not newbie friendly. This may be difficult if you're not techie. You have to instill that trust. It's not just a matter of launch stacking and creating these reviews. You also have to instill a bit of trust and show that you're a real person, that you're not just seeing this as a money-making opportunity. To letting them know, like, hey, I'm reviewing this. This is a good product, but here are the the things that I didn't like about it, and that kind of stuff is important as well.
For sure.
Yeah, you made 3 good points there too. You did the whole know, like, trust thing. They need to know you, like you, and trust you. You also brought up a good point to not underestimate a small list. If you have a reputation with that small list, it's absolutely. I've made more money in most cases from a small list that are engaged with me than a big bulk list, and I've
100%
generated literally millions of leads. I haven't, this is not buying data. This is lead capture pages, generating leads, generated millions. Okay, and then but these smaller lists, if you have a relationship and they're seeing you on camera, they know, like, and trust you, and they're more likely to spend money through you. And I've had people say, hey, I want a refund because I love your product. I just want to buy it through this affiliate because they showed me a lot better, and they trust you, right? And right. The third point, what was my third point? I can't remember. I can't remember what the third point was, but it was something good. You get free stuff, right? So a lot of the vendors will give you free access. So in theory, you might never have to pay for a product ever again. You get to use their software, automation, go through the training courses for free, just in return for reviewing it. And so even if you don't make any sales from that particular video, you still get a bunch of free content and/or automation. So there's a ton of positives to doing these review things. You're building the know, like, trust. You're getting free stuff. You're able to build a list, even if it's a small one, and you're able to monetize it because they know, like, and trust you.
Right. And I definitely like it's a good place now. I have people who specifically they buy from me. They buy from me now. Their message like, I really like your reviews, and I really like that you're honest. And people send me a Facebook message, hey, I really want to buy this through you. And like another thing that what they do is they go bonus shopping. And, when people do these reviews, you want to create bonuses that people are going to enjoy. So another way to build trust is to provide people value that they wouldn't otherwise get elsewhere. There are affiliates who kind of give very stock things, and there are affiliates who, for every product that they review, they try to tailor, bonuses to basically be able to help you make money. And that builds another trust factor where they're I'm not only reviewing the product, but I'm showing you how you can make money with that, and how you can succeed with that. And I think that's something that's important to do.
So it's very important. So everyone, if you're taking notes right now at home, circle this note, because this is actually a huge secret that a lot of affiliate marketers don't share, and that's structuring the proper bonus and having a bonus attached. Because
especially in the JV Zoo place, they are looking for bonuses. If you don't have a bonus and you just send them directly to an offer via email and you don't have bonuses attached, chances are pretty good, and coupon codes.
You know what? So here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to be honest, right? Because I'm a consumer. I buy JV Zoo products. I'll admit it, right? Funny thing is a lot of my friends own these products, but I still buy. I'm a huge consumer. I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. And I see stuff at different times, and I buy stuff all the time. And so get this, right? I go ahead and I'm a bonus shopper. I mean, I'll be like, wait a minute, he has that, and this is my friend, and I could probably get it. I'm like, I said, well, no offense, but I'm going here because they have.
Everybody likes deals, discounts, and free stuff.
That's
something that all humans have in common.
Get this. So Matt Basak, right? He was he's a friend of mine, and he's a pretty big marketer. And I have his phone number. I could call him, and if I really, really, really wanted to, I'm sure I could have got these. But he was promoting something one time, and it was a swipes. It was like his last 50 emails he used that made a bunch of money. And he was giving it as a bonus, and it was so tacky. Matt, for watching this, I loved it, and I bought it because of this reason. But I got a text file that was just like literally like 50 subject lines and 50 emails in a row. It was like, wasn't even organized. But it was great, and I loved it. And I'm like, awesome, I got my bonus. So anyways, Sherisse, this is gold, because this is extremely important, because like you said, people will go on YouTube, they'll go on Facebook, and they'll search, and then they'll go bonus shopping. So, oh, this is cool. Oh, wow, they're doing that. And the beauty of
it is, even if you're a newbie, a lot of the ones like Todd Gross's Sherisse, the JV page, and we had it for Affiliate Funnel Clones, they use, it's not Commission Gorilla, I can't remember the name, but it's like there's a bonus generator. So you can actually, even if you're a newbie and don't know how to find these bonuses or PLR products or other free courses, or have your own training, that's fine. A lot of the vendors provide tons of value and bonuses for you to just do a bonus generator, and you can just go through that process and not even ever touch anything. You just generate the bonuses through their JV Tools page.
Yeah, that's another really cool thing, and that doesn't happen on all launches, but the bigger ones, yeah. I mean, like the Todd Gross one, there's a whole page that he created, and it's cookie to you, and it's tied to you, and you can basically give away all the value that the vendor is giving away. And so if you're smart, you can create your own bonus page, and then you can kind of also show that all these bonuses. So it's kind of like double the bonuses. And for people who bonus shopping, it's just like they're kind of salivating, like, oh, I get 43 40 free things or something.
Guilty, been there.
Yeah, I mean, and I do it too. There's certain things that I'll buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cool thing is if you have a zip file or something with bonuses in it, like free video training, then you can just upload that within JVZoo, and you can upload to where when they buy XYZ product, they get, ABC bonus, and it's automatically dripped to them. You don't ever touch anything. You don't have to say, hey, email me for this bonus. It's everything is automated for you. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's very simple to set up, yet so highly effective and so overlooked.
Yeah, very, very much so. So that's actually what's helped me to start getting more sales, is like creating bonuses that are going to help people. And like Alan just said, it's all set up in JVZoo, and in Warrior Plus there's a section where you can put in the bonus, either if it's going to be a website or if it's going to be zip files or whatever. You don't have to worry about people, emailing you. It's all done easily. So that definitely helps the process a lot. Let's see. What else do you want me to talk about, guys?
Okay, so you got, what's the next step of the process that you would go if you had to do this, and you have your content together, your bonuses, you're making videos on YouTube. What is the next step that you would do?
Well, the next step is doing some serious SEO. Okay. Like I said, I won't get. We would be here forever talking about like all the little steps that I take, but it's important. If you're doing free methods, SEO is one of the best free methods that you can possibly learn. My income is also improved by me learning SEO because, again, it's a free method. Now, it's not a method that's going to make you money overnight, but it's a method that can make you money over time. So I'm able to rank my videos because I know SEO pretty well at this point, and I know that I can backlink, and I know that even with my blog posts, I know I've been able to rank them on the first page. They may not always stay there, but I know the steps that I need to take. So I really focus once the review is done, my work isn't done. Like I'll finish a review on, late night, the night before the launch, and then the next day for hours I'm sitting there working on my SEO, doing the backlinking, creating a blog post, if it's evergreen, if it's worth me doing that. Grabbing all the graphics from the sales page and creating the blog post and creating, other bonuses and things like that. The process doesn't stop just because the review is done. The review is actually, right now, the review is actually the easiest part. It used to take me a long time to do those because I would be afraid to stutter and stumble. And now I just, I kind of have my process. So like now.
See, the more natural, the better. It's like candid.
Yeah, it comes out pretty easily, so I can knock out a review pretty quickly, and that's in addition to the, it might have taken me an hour or two to go through the course, because like I said, I always go through it. I take notes while I'm doing that. That way I can kind of create little bullet points, things that I want to cover. I do the review video, and like I said, after that is the SEO portion, and that's something that I can't highly recommend enough. Knowing enough SEO. SEO for an affiliate marketer is an invaluable kind of secret resource that a lot of people don't use, especially people who may have a big email list. They don't necessarily have a need for all this SEO. But when you're starting out, it's a skill that you can learn, and it's a skill that you can make money with by helping other people rank their videos or rank their sites and things like that too. So that's really the next step that I take once the review is done, is focusing on the SEO of it, getting it out there.
Yeah, and the cool part is if you have a blog, or let's say you focus on, for anyone watching this, they want to leave today and start creating it. Let's say, hey, they create a YouTube video first, right? And they're knocking out these products and reviewing them and creating blogs around them. The cool part is when they click through to the offer, they can run it direct. But what I would personally recommend, especially if you're an Affiliate Funnel Clones member, Affiliate Funnel Studio member, and you can create these affiliate funnel pages, to build a list first is my highest recommendation. So your blog, your YouTube, in the description, you have a link going to an opt-in page that allows you to collect the subscriber and go into a follow-up sequence and then be directed to that affiliate offer. So step one will be creating the review and whatever and generating traffic to step two, which would be the opt-in page, collecting the lead. Step three, redirect them to the affiliate offer. And step four, follow up with them via email so that they can see JVZoo offers. And you can also, after the launch, you have them as a lead to promote other JVZoo products. So if you're doing one about funnels, every time a funnel launch comes up or anything related to funnels or list building or product launching, you can send an email out to those subscribers and promote other JVZoo products. And that way it's even more automated. So you're leveraging one review video for an exchange, giving them free content up front, right? It's almost like a Frank Kern's Goodwill campaign. You're giving them free content. You're honestly reviewing the product. Then you're collecting the leads. You're getting the sales. And then you're following up with them to make sure, because the average person sees an offer, has to see an offer 7 times before they buy. And then even after launch, you can continue to promote other JV Zoo products or other internet marketing products or whatever niche you're in for this, and be able to just monetize that list for you months and even years to come. So Sherisse, do you usually send them, or do you sort of mix it up, or what's your goal? Like, do you actually build a list of subscribers and drive your traffic to opt-in pages or direct to offer, or have you seen, how do you personally do that?
Well, right now I'm actually I'm still in the learning process with that. Now, I've recently started sending them to opt-in pages. Like I said, when I first started doing this, I didn't think to build a list. I didn't know to build a list, and then all my friends started yelling at me like, you need to build a list. So now what I do is I do send people to an opt-in page, and I have it set up so that they can opt in to get my bonuses, and they can choose not to, and they can go directly to a sales page, and that's helped. The thing that I actually am working on now is the follow-up emails, and like Alan brought up a good point that you can send other offers to these the people on your list, and that's actually something that I'm working to be better at, because I have this little list now, but I don't think that I'm probably sending out as much stuff as I could be. So that's something to keep in mind if you're starting out, is don't waste time at the beginning not building a list like I did. It's a lesson that I had to learn. And also, once you have the list, because they'll forget about you if you don't kind of talk to them every day or whatever you feel is best. And I'm definitely learning that the money is in the list, and the more that I communicate with them, the more that they trust me. And then I have the, kind of carte blanche to be able to send them, hey, there's something came out today that's really cool. And, and then the next email, I might send them some totally free value, because again, it's like know, like, and trust. They want to know that, that they can trust you as well. So, mix it up, send them some offers, and send them some value or something like that as well.
Yeah, and even if you create your own emails, or if you're a member of the Affiliate Funnel Clones, we had Email Vault. We have a bunch of templates, email templates to copy and paste. You can literally copy and paste if you want to put in the actual time and really do it. I mean, you could literally set up a full month or 2 months, 30 to 60 emails that are like follow-up sequences, sending them to various products. And so when you create these videos and you build a list of subscribers, that person, when they opt in one time, they're going to get an email once a day for 2 months from you promoting various products. So you don't do anything. It's all completely automated. And of course, the majority of the sales are going to come from email broadcasts, which are one-time emails that you send out whenever a new launch comes out, because it's a new launch and there's more. If the launch is ending, there's real scarcity. There's timers. Hey, the launch ends at midnight tonight, and that drives tons of sales. But you can also monetize your traffic and your efforts from email follow-up sequences and drip them an email a day, and promote just evergreen offers on JV Zoo, or even like dollar trials or residual stuff. So, like a $27 a month product on JV Zoo, you make 10 sales over the next 30 days, you're at $270 a month recurring income. So that's the power of leveraging these different distribution channels. The traffic is only the first part. Once you turn that traffic into highly targeted leads and you promote that initial offer that they're looking for, you can also promote other offers to them, because they're going to want to further their education or get more automation tools for their business. And so it's very, very lucrative if you do it right. And it only takes one time to set up these email follow-up sequences. So in addition to what Sherisse is doing, she's also building a list, which is very, very smart. And luckily, she learned quickly. It took me 7 years to figure out that the money's in the list. I'm a complete idiot, I guess. But luckily, it's taken Sherisse only a couple months to figure out that once you have a list of subscribers, you have a sustainable business, and you have an actual real asset to where anytime you want to make money, you just send out an email blast. Obviously without spamming them and sending them 10 emails a day or anything, but building a relationship, promoting offers via follow-up series and email broadcasts, with new offers. And then you have a great mix of free traffic from sending out emails, in addition to the traffic that you're getting from the YouTube videos, your blogs, and these SEOs and backlinks and stuff like that. So really good stuff, Sherisse. I'm loving it so far personally. I hope our viewers are.
I hope so too. I mean, I'm really happy to share the things that I've learned, and it's definitely a long process. That, you know, the videos that I look back at, those first videos, I think I might have sounded like a crazy person. Not a crazy person, but just like not totally sure of myself. And I actually used to keep a notepad next to me of all the things that I should cover, because I would find that I shot a video and then I got to the end of the video and I didn't tell people how much the product cost, or something like little basic stuff, and I'd have to go back and edit it. And so it's little things that now are second nature to me, but there's no shame in like curating a little cheat sheet for yourself to be able to make sure that you cover all the pertinent points. Watch other people's reviews as well, because the guys who've been doing this for a while, they have a system. I actually learned a lot from watching those guys, and they've become my friends, and they share tips for me as well. But don't be too proud to like learn from other people and see what they're doing. And if you're a competitive person, you know, see what they're doing and seeing what you could do better, you know.
Exactly. And make notes as you go. I mean, people are going to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Me and Ryan still make mistakes every single day, but you learn from them and you better your business because of that. You take notes and you don't say, oh, screw it, I'll just try again. You take notes and you implement it the next time around. So so what would the next step be? Okay, so we found a product. We have created videos. We're doing backlinks, SEO, mainly YouTube, and blogs if it's an evergreen launch and we know it's going to be a biggie. And then from there, what do you actually do? Do you like follow up on Facebook Live, or how do you do different stuff to sort of keep things going, or do you just leave it alone and sort of let it run? Or what's the next step once they have all this stuff set up and they're ranked and they're good to go? What's the next step of action they need to take?
It depends on the product and depends on how big it is. Sometimes I just leave it. I mean, I do one review video, I do all that work, and then I'll send them some follow-up emails, and sometimes I just leave it at that. And sometimes if it's something that I really want to push, I'll hop on and do a Facebook Live. I'll hop on and do like if it's a piece of software like affiliate funnel clones, I can go on and do a live demo and kind of get you know, the buzz going about it, because you're not always going to make a lot of sales from the videos, but if you kind of keep the fire burning by, you know, like strategically placing it out on social media. Like, you don't need to do your video and then put it on Instagram and Twitter and blah, blah, blah every day. You can kind of spread it out. Most launches last 7 days or so. And so over those next period of days, you can kind of, you know, continuously be posting and post the different versions of it, post little tips along with it, do another Facebook Live, or you can do YouTube Live if you choose to. You can also, you know, interview the product creator as one of your videos. There's other ways that you can kind of get the presence of the product out there without just doing the review and leaving it. But to be honest, there's some reviews where I just do it and then it's done. But those are the ones that typically don't convert as well for me. Like something like affiliate funnel clones immediately started converting really well for me. So I was like, okay, I got to ride this train. So what else can I do? And I put it more on social media. I did email. I also did, like I said, that live demo. I did 2 of them. I did one on Facebook, and then I uploaded it to YouTube and tried to rank it. That way people got to see a live demo of it. So I was able to continue pretty much make decent money every day because I kept that launch alive every day, you know.
And also you have I don't know if I'm coining this term or not, like almost like a cheerleader video, because you're on the inside of stuff. So if someone, let's say affiliate funnel clones, we did like, I don't know, say we did 1,000, after day 2 we had like over 1,000 customers, right? You can say, hey guys, you know, this thing is huge. You know, the price continues to go up every day. There's already over 1,000 customers. You know, people are actually, you know, using it. They're loving the software. Let me just show you again how it's done and sort of recap for them, and sort of keep them up to date on I don't want to say hype, but the real things that people are seeing. Like people are already sending us, you know, testimonials, or people are already using the products. They're already over 1,000 units sold. So you want to, you know, take action and get in on this. And you can sort of just find new content to sort of recap every couple of days to sort of keep that, not only your face, but also the product that you're promoting, keep that out there and keep it in front of their face, because again, people have to see it several times before they take any action. So so in addition to the first video, you know, you can make some video updates, you know, on Facebook Live. And I love what Sherisse does. Say, hey, if you're interested, comment go or whatever keyword in the comments below, and I'll shoot you a private message. And then that way it becomes more personal. So Sherisse is building up her brand recognition, the know, like, trust. And she's also getting people just who are really they want access to whatever product that she is promoting. And she's already done the due diligence, so they don't have to look around and wonder, what do I buy? She's done the due diligence, and she's done the review, and people know, like, and trust her. So the things she reviews are going to be good products because she has her reputation on the line, right? So if she's putting her neck out there and putting her name on everything, on her reviews, it's going to be a good product because she's going in, and like she said, she spends over an hour on taking notes on what the product or software actually does, and making sure it's a good product. So all these things are, can really benefit you in branding yourself, and also getting you highly targeted people who are interested in buying your offer right off the bat, whatever you're promoting. And all you do is just update them every couple of days. And Sherisse, like she said, you don't have to, but it could, especially if the offer is doing well for you and people are actually loving the product, then and you're getting the JV updates and saying, hey, we're seeing all these happy customers, you can relay that information to your prospects.
Right. And to add on, excuse me, a little bit about branding. Like, so my brand, I'm known as the Afropunk entrepreneur, and that's kind of like my style of dress, and I got tattoos and all this other stuff. But it's like the branding that people are recognizing me for in my videos is I try to be funny. I try to have humor. I try to be playful. I try to talk about the product, but like make you laugh, or just like keep it light. There's some reviewers who are very like rigid and stiff, and I'm sure they make a lot of sales as well, but people come to me because they're like, wow, your videos are really, you're really fun. So it's like, I'm not just branding like, I'm branding myself as someone whose videos to watch are pleasant. They could be funny, they could be entertaining. I'm starting to, splice little funny things into the videos just to give a little bit of character, because those kinds of things are going to separate you from, any day, 20 reviews being out for a product, but who's doing it's not just who's doing the best review, but it's also who's the most memorable. And I'm really starting to appreciate now that people message me and they're like, wow, your review was really funny, you seem really approachable. And that's my brand, and that's not me, pretending to be someone that I'm not. It's just who I am.
And what we call that is edutainment. And it doesn't matter if you're male, female, ethnicity, age, demographic, doesn't matter. If you can find something, and you're going to build a crowd, right? I mean, so find something cool. And even if you don't, like, if you're just a normal looking person or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, if you can find a way to connect with your audience, and using edutainment, everybody loves humor, right? So, you can integrate humor in pretty much anything you do, even if it's reviewing a product on a serious note. Like Sherisse said, you can, it's all about keeping your people engaged, to get them to know, like, and trust you. But a part of the like is not just reputation, like as far as them being able to connect with you and engage with you. So that's really important. And Sherisse has found this little niche where people are, she's connecting with people, and people are loving the content that she's putting out in the way that she's doing it. So it's not just the content she's putting out, but also the way that she is delivering the content. So I feel that's also very, very important in connecting with your audience.
And also, as far as connecting with your audience, be accessible. Be accessible, because I can't tell you, and interact with your audience. And I can't tell you, like, when I was starting out, I would see all these review videos and people would leave tons of comments, and the person doing the review wouldn't answer any of them. So it's like, you want me to buy your product, but you're not interacting with me. I try to answer each and every one of my, comments, and I always put at the beginning of at the first comment, it's like, let me know if you have any questions, and I mean it. I put all my social media in the description, because, again, be accessible, because it's like, like they keep saying, like, know, like, and trust. I want you to trust me. So I want you to know that if you want to be my Facebook friend, here's my Facebook profile, or shoot me a message, or connect with me on Instagram, or whatever. Because, again, people are starting to, know, like, and trust me, because I'm making myself accessible. I'm not putting myself and saying, oh, I'm making such and such amount of dollars per day, and I don't need you, and I don't need you.
Right. It's not a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of business model.
Yeah, no, I want to be able to connect with people. I want to be able to, to help them at the end of the day. I mean, we all need to, do make money as well, but it's important to me to help people. And if I can help someone who's where I was 4 months ago, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel.
And I'll have affiliates contact me saying, hey, I have this customer that bought from me, and they're having issues with this part of the training. Can you explain it better to them? Whatever. You know what I do? I fast forward that. I give it, me personally, give it to my support staff and say, this is priority and needs to be handled within an hour. For most cases, the problem is solved. And so when you know that, hey, if I buy through Sherisse, I'm also going to get her, and I'm going to, if I have any issues, I'm going to have her, having access to the vendors, and if there's any specific updates, like we've got tons of feedback on our updates, and we're going to work on updates for our affiliate funnel clone software. And the reason is from feedback, right? We are customer driven, and so it helps to be, I don't want to say the middleman, but if you're the affiliate, and you're there for them, and there's a problem that we don't see that you bring to us, then we can also address that as the vendors. And so it really benefits the customer and as an end result as well. So it's just a win-win-win for everybody when this launch jacking thing, when it's the case, and you're hands-on with people, it benefits everybody, and it shows that you truly care about them and helps them to know, like, and trust you even better for pretty much any offer that you decide to promote in the future.
Right, because people know. People can tell when you're putting out these reviews and you just kind of see them as a dollar sign. People can tell. I can tell.
Exactly.
And the people that I've bought from in the past before I started promoting were people that I was like, I like this guy. I can tell that he's a good guy, and that he's out to help people, and it makes all the difference. Putting out some goodwill, and then it'll come back to you.
Love it. So, with all that said, we have the follow-ups. So sort of start to finish. Is there anything that we're leaving out, Sherisse? Anything follow-ups? I know you said sometimes maybe you send up a follow-up video, or you're starting to implement that in the future. Maybe just a follow-up email towards the end. I guess we sort of covered that. If you make updates about the launch on Facebook Live or whatever, and have people comment, engaging in your posts, which also we want to go into Facebook rankings, but also helps with your edge rank and Facebook.
Right.
But is there anything else that we're missing out before we wrap this thing up?
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think we kind of covered everything. Just remember to just to kind of recap. Make sure that you go to go to Muncheye. Actually, one thing that I do want to say: if you're starting out, go befriend some of these affiliate marketers. I mean, like my list of affiliate marketer friends. It started at one. And I became friends with this one guy, and then, I became friends with this other guy. Another secret thing that I would do, I would see, the posts of who was launching and the 100 affiliates that they would that they would tag, and then I would friend them. And I wouldn't just friend them, but I would send them a message like, hey, I'm a new affiliate too. And I can't tell you how many people I've become good friends with just by like reaching out to them. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to do what you do, and I'm trying to learn from you, and you start conversations with them. And so now I have this community of affiliates that I feel like I'm a part of, and that's something also too that you need to kind of do from the start. Just get to know the people in the community, because then you'll know. Also, it'll help you know who's putting out good stuff and who's not putting out as good stuff. So building a relationship amongst the affiliate community.
Yeah, one thing I always do, if I see leaderboards, and even the old days, like, I hate to sound like old, but like when I first launched my first product, my target affiliates where I would be on all these leaderboards, and if I saw their name on a leaderboard, I would make a note on it, write down on a sheet of paper, and contact them on Facebook and or Skype and or email, whatever way I could, to try to get to know them. So when it came time for my product to launch, maybe I'd have their support. And so it's the same thing on this end. It's just a newer, more on Facebook and stuff. But if you see people tagged in a post, click on their name and add them as a friend and get to know them. Say, hey, I just wanted to see how your business is going, what you're working on these days. I'm a new and upcoming affiliate. I would love to review some of your offers, whatever. And you'd be surprised at how many actually respond to you, because everyone's looking, like, our whole goal and our whole vision with Affiliate Academics is to build a new revolution, a new generation of affiliates, of successful affiliate marketers. And it's a big need in the market. And so people like Sherisse are a perfect example of this generation coming up, and they know all the, they're becoming successful, and we continue to build this generation of more and more successful new affiliates. And before you know it, you'll be hitting the leaderboards as well if you work hard at it. So I think all this content is absolutely phenomenal. And so if Ryan or Sherisse, if y'all have anything else, but I'm very, very pleased with it.
No, I mean, I've been behind the scenes taking notes while you've both been going on. I mean, this is some mind-blowing stuff. And Sherisse, thank you so much for your time, because everyone, what she just kind of closed up here, which just for me to add, and then we can kind of close up, which she said she started off with one friend that was an affiliate marketer, and now she has several friends, and that's now her network. And that's true, right? It's, you become who you hang around, right? And if you're around Debbie Downers, people, oh, that's too good to be true, and people that have that mindset, which I know I was there, then that's what you attract. And if you have people that are on your newsfeed, in your life, messaging box, and focused on the same goal, same intention, which in this case is making money with affiliate marketing, right? That's why we're all here with affiliate funnel clones. Then that's what you attract. It's what you get. So anyways, so that's how Sherisse got on our radar, was she was going to work, and it's just been 3-4 months for her. So this, what I'm hoping is it can be motivation and inspiration for anyone watching this training. Because here's the cool part, which we haven't talked about, is we have a 2.0 training series, which is coming out here in just about a week, 2 weeks, where Sherisse is going to come back, share with us some more golden nuggets, and really, really help you guys out, okay? So Sherisse, anything else you want to throw into this before we sign off?
No, well, actually, just be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channels, The Afro-Punk Entrepreneur, and I'm not difficult to miss. So
again, look her up and follow her, and
we'll actually link that.
Reviews. She's one of the ones that actually goes through reviews. She doesn't just use this automated software, review software that just has like one image for 2 minutes saying, "Hey, click here." You know, she actually goes through, does her due diligence, and she gives real reviews of real products. And she's going to be honest if there's a part she doesn't like. And I want her to, even affiliate funnel clones, I don't know if she said anything negative or not, but if so, then that's her opinion, and we take that as feedback, and we appreciate complete transparency and honesty when, you know, with people like Sherisse who make these videos. So and it holds everyone accountable as well. So follow her on YouTube and watch, and as the, you know, more products come out, you know, maybe she'll give a review and show you on products that can help your business in the future. So something to look out for sure. I hope all of our viewers got, you know, phenomenal, took their notes and got phenomenal content from this, and are able to take this and start looking up reviews of products, getting their eyes on some products to review, and start working on those reviews. I'd recommend maybe at least 2 or 3 weeks out, products launching maybe late, you know, in 2 or 3 weeks from now or something like that, and give you some time to set it up so when it goes live, you know, you can rank 1, 2, 3 in Google and high on YouTube for these keywords, for the product launch keyword search term, and build a following yourself.
Yes. So perfect. Take action. Go ahead. And awesome. We'll see everyone in the next training. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.